Welcome. You are looking at the Forsaken Heritage armor earned at the end of the Forsaken Heritage questline that we're about to check out, but I thought I'd put it right here at the beginning for y'all to see if that's what you're interested in. Pretty cool, pretty standard, kind of flows nicely with the Warfront armor that you can acquire as Forsaken as well. You can mix and match some pieces as you like, but very detailed, very cool. Leans into the Plague Bringer stuff a little bit. Also comes with a neat little coffin backpack with saddlebags on it and stuff. Some torture tools on your belt that you're not going to be able to wield. And some poisons in there. Now, one thing to note about this character is I never did the Reclaiming of Lordaeron questline on this specific character. I have done it in the past on another Horde member, but I didn't do it on this one. And the questline flows right into the new Heritage Armor questline. So we're going to be checking out both of those. I'll try and blow through the Reclaiming of Lordaeron questline pretty quickly here and edit out as much of the fluff as I can, just so we get to the Heritage Armor questline as quick as we can. So here we go. With the Shadowlands healing, it is time to turn our attention to matters close to home again, on Azeroth. The Forsaken are mustering in the ruins of the Kingdom of Lordaeron. They seek to reclaim as much as they can of the Tearsfall Glades to finally put the destruction left by the Fourth War behind them. And I intend to assist them in any way I can. I also know that for the Horde, I have much to prove. Come, join me in Brill, and we can help the Forsaken together.
In the wake of the Fourth War, the Forsaken have begun to rebuild in Tearsfall Glades. Lordaeron is a land fraught with memories and pain. I'm not certain what sort of welcome I'll receive, but I ask that you meet me there.
What have we here? The Menethil Princess.
I have come to help as best I can, Commander.
People of Lordaeron have suffered greatly. I hope that I'm able to find my home here among them, with the Forsaken. Why wouldn't the Forsaken welcome you? It begins with my name. I am Arthas Menethil's sister, and I was once a member of the Royal House of Lordaeron, though I was never intended to rule, and nor would I seek to. Some might see me as seeking authority where I have none, or representing the Alliance when I do not. Or some hear the name Menethil and are rightfully horrified by my brother's actions. But I am my own soul, and I have lost as much to the Scourge as any survivor of Lordaeron. All I wish now is to help. It's heartening to see progress has been made in rebuilding Brill, but this is only a first step. The ruins of the capital remain inaccessible because of the Blight. And here's where I hope you will aid the cause. Restoring as much of the land as possible will require a gathering of minds all working toward a singular purpose. A number of influential figures have risen to prominence among the Forsaken. Please help bring them together so we can meet and discuss the path forward. The plague unleashed during the war has tainted the land and disturbed the dead. That is to say, more so than they already were. We have worked hard to rebuild, but our people cannot complete their efforts while under threat. My first duty is to ensure the safety of the Forsaken. I will meet with the others as Kalia requests, but first you must help me eradicate some of these blighted.
Vendello, Eranu. I will join the meeting, but we must ensure that the outskirts of Brill are secure.
I long for the day when I and the apothecaries can return to our experiments in the Undercity. What a waste. Who are you? Master Apothecary Farinel at your service. Well, at the service of the Forsaken, naturally. I am a patriarch of potions, artist of alchemy, maestro of mixtures. My concoctions in my laboratory are legendary. That is, when I had a real laboratory. But one thing at a time. It's time to meet with the other Forsaken.
A little of this? Yes, I will come. But first, behold, as my creation eradicates the blight. You may applaud at any time. No! My beautiful construct! Dash it all! How can we hope to succeed now?
And that's where we stand. Sylvanas is gone, and our homeland remains overrun with toxic blight.
This is a hard time for the Forsaken. It feels like we're always saying that, but it's true. But we'll take care of ourselves and not wait for anyone else to swoop in and save us. We have to stick together. Who are you? I'm Lillian Voss. Who I was before doesn't matter so much now, but it's taken a while to get there. I've tried to help others who had a rough time as much as I can. And I'll try not to disappoint them. We have to make something of this world ourselves, because the world sure isn't going to give us anything. Do you trust Kalia? I haven't decided yet, but I've got my eye on her. It's time to meet with the other Forsaken.
I will attend this gathering. After all, someone needs to make sure Kalia gets a chance to speak up for herself.
We have much to do.
Who are you? I am Velinara, former ranger of the Keldorai. I served under Ranger General Sylvanas Windrunner, and I served the Banshee Queen in death. I am loyal to the Forsaken and the Horde, and will use my bow in their defense for as long as I have strength. How do you feel about Kalia? Some might also ask if the Dark Rangers are to be trusted as well. We were Sylvanas' closest cohorts, and even we were left behind. I have declared my allegiance to the Forsaken. Kalia should be given the opportunity to prove the same. That should give our gods some breathing room, metaphorically speaking, of course. Thank you for the help, Gravish.
Adiel Shala.
Looks like we're ready to get started. I don't think there have been this many Forsaken in one place since, well, Darkshore. But we are in our own lands now, and it's time we take care of our own.
There is much to be done. Keep your guard up.
We, the Forsaken, have been through a lot since the destruction of Lordaeron, but we're determined to keep our home. Why should we give up what we fought so hard to carve out for ourselves? Kalia is still a relative newcomer in some ways, but obviously she's known to our people. How could she not be, as the sister of Arthas herself? I hope we can move forward and that she can really help. Her voice could be a powerful one, if she is really truly committed to the people.
All right. What are we going to do about the plague in the Undercity?
Don't you mean what are we going to do about her?
We should focus on the Blight. Farinel, do we have any more of your Plague Eaters?
This is my last one! And it's a puny thing. I can make more, but to be effective, they must be formulated to survive the plague!
If I may, our allies in the Shadowlands might be able to provide insight. In particular, the Plague Lords of Maldraxxus. Master Apothecary, what do you need to make your creation stronger?
Nothing less than a pure, undiluted sample of that plague from deep within its reaches.
Very well. I will help acquire that sample for you.
That is one solution.
You won't succeed.
I expected that my presence might cause friction, but I'm grateful to Lillian for her mediation, and for giving me the chance to show that I am committed to helping the Forsaken people. But now, I must prove it. I promised that I would help, and I shall. We need that pure sample of the plague afflicting Lordaeron, but we cannot put anyone else at risk. Come with me. I will call forth a shield of holy light to safeguard us deep into the blighted area so that we can collect the sample. This spell will require my full focus. I'll trust you to protect us from anything that might try to stop us. Are you with me?
For Lordaeron. Stay close, and be wary. I can't hold back the effects of the blight for long, and we don't know what threats are lurking out there. The toxicity is overwhelming. This should be far enough. Hurry! Get the sample. That's it! We need to get back. My shield is starting to fail! Keep fighting! We're almost there!
Well, I'll be.
She did it and survived.
We have the Blight sample. Now to bring it to the Plague Lords of Maldraxxus.
I hope you're right about their expertise, Lady Menethil. This could give us a fighting chance to restore the city.
I'll accompany Kalia along with our friend here. Farinel, we'll need to bring your last Plague Eater with us too.
Do be careful with it. Should these Plague Lords bolster its resilience, the apothecaries can replicate it many times over.
I hope Kalia is right about these Lords of Maldraxxus, that they know how to deal with this sort of powerful plague. We've only got one Plague Eater left, too, but Farinel says he can replicate more of them as long as they're strong enough to survive. Let's go to the Shadowlands.
We are grateful for your aid, Margrave.
Ma Walker, I sensed you had a part to play in this. Step forward.
You carry a rather nasty example of the unchecked and unfettered ambition of a plague maker. I trust the creator of this monstrosity has already been purged. What would you ask of the houses of Maldraxxus?
For Maldraxxus!
The one with the knowledge you seek is a survivor of the House of Plagues. You already know him. Plague Deviser Marilith may not be the most lucid of conversationalists, but he will know what to do with your plague. Find him near the ruins of that fallen house, but be wary. Many things lurking there could end your existence without a hint of concern.
Claim victory at any...
Before I take my leave, Margrave, may I speak to you concerning the nature of undeath?
You will find no one with greater knowledge on the subject than I, mortal. Proceed.
The Forsaken were raised through necromancy, and this shared origin has provided them a sense of unity. I, however, was raised by the light. That difference has caused me to wonder if I can ever truly find a place among them.
Necromancy is the art of animating unliving flesh. Here in Maltraxis, we use the magic of death to accomplish our craft. But whether these rituals are empowered by death, or light, or any other magic, necromancy is necromancy. You perceive a difference where there is none, child.
Then perhaps I have found my purpose. Thank you, Margrave. Your perspective has been a great help.
We brought this tiny plague eater. Can you make it stronger?
Hello, my favorite apprentice. Say, you look a tad wan. Are you certain you're getting enough sleep?
Am I forgetting something?
Your little friend there looks hungry. Not to worry, I know just what to feed it. Soon it will grow big and strong and be able to eat all the plague it can. There are various concoctions nearby that will give it bolstering properties, and every color is a different flavor. I will take the plague sample you brought me deeper into the House of Plagues to see what else we can learn. Meet me there, and let your plague eater dine in style.
Keep an open mind. Everything you need can be found in the House of Plagues. Let's get this sample of yours ready for testing.
Did he just walk into... Oh, never mind. I'd better give him some cover. Meet you farther in.
I will call upon the light to shield you from the caustic fog. Be careful.
The House of Plagues has suffered calamity, much like Lordaeron. I hope that our work and our effort here will reverse some of that destruction. But first, we must reach farther into the House of Plagues so we can strengthen the capabilities of Farinel's Plague Eater. Any slime or creature you slay will surely help it gain fortitude.
May you find peace within.
While you bolster your little friend, I'll see what I can learn about your plague sample. My, oh my, what a pernicious little strain. Let's give it some body and study its characteristics. What? Ouch!
Devisor! Oh, blast it! The plague sample turned on him. Hurry and get over here!
I stand ready to help.
The Plague Eater is looking so much stronger already. I think Master Apothecary Farinel will be pleased.
For Lordaeron.
Do you hear them? The voices?
Did you see that? What a fearsome plague sample you brought me. It hit me in the head and quite nearly killed your friends, apprentice. Marvelous!
Enjoy your field research.
What a nasty little plague you've brought me, apprentice. Must have been concocted by a true sadist. To study the sample, I gave it form, but the ungrateful thing turned on me and attacked, completely unprovoked. It shuffled a bit further into the house. I hate to say it, but I believe this one must be put down before it's allowed to grow any stronger or larger. Look on the bright side. If your Plague Eater manages to survive, it'll be attuned to your particularly terrible form of blight.
That plague sample you brought put up quite a fight. I'm afraid you'll have to deal with it now.
Take the Plague Eater with you. If it survives that monstrosity, we'll know we've got the right formula. What is it you ask?
Despite all the trouble that sample gave us, I think I actually have a bit of hope now.
Do not linger.
We've strengthened our Plague Eater, and now it looks ready to take on a much, much bigger meal. Let's get it back to Farinel. He said he can replicate its properties and disperse Plague Eaters all across the ruins. Then maybe, just maybe, we can set foot in our own home again. Here, take my Hearthstone. It'll bring you back to Brill.
There is Kalia and I will get the Plague Eater to the apothecaries. Use my Hearthstone and meet us back in Tirisfal.
It was wonderful seeing you again, my apprentice. Do remember to visit.
Do you need something?
Checking in. What's next?
Trust in the apothecaries. We have replicated and loaded my improved Plague Eaters. We are ready to deploy.
Master Apothecary, you should know that the blight sample we took to Maldraxxus took form and became aggressive.
Really? I suppose that should make it easier to kill. Ingenious! Wish I'd thought of that.
Wonderful. Not only did you manage not to lose my Plague Eater, you brought it back stronger than ever. Now, witness the genius and rapidity of my machines. There will be more than enough Plague Eater to spread across the surface of the Undercity.
Goodbye.
The time has come. By the light, I pray our plan works. Master Apothecary Farinel's wagons have reproduced the Plague Eater many times over, and the bats are ready to deploy them. If you see a place where our forces could spread even more of the remedy, you can signal them with a flare. Take to the skies, and let's put an end to this blight, for Lordaeron and for the Forsaken.
All our efforts have come to this. I pray our strategy works.
My forces will join you in the skies to help with any unforeseen side effects.
It's working! The Plague Eaters are consuming the blight!
They've eaten their fill, and now they're gathering up in the middle of the ruins?
Keep going! Whatever happens, we will be ready.
The Plague Eaters have merged into a gigantic monstrosity! Kill it! Kill it now!
What a fight! Meet us down in the courtyard now that the ruins are clearing.
We did it. By working together, we've cleared the surface level of the deadly plague cloud. It will take more time to clean up the lower reaches of the Undercity, but it's a fine start.
Do not linger.
By combining our knowledge and expertise, we've restored the surface of the Undercity to the Forsaken. It was only possible by setting aside our distrust and acting for the good of our people. Now it's time to make this council official. We are no longer the same undead that followed and served Sylvanas Windrunner. From here on, we lead ourselves with the same spirit of independence and pride we've had since we reclaimed our free will. It's time for a new future, with new leadership.
There is no more excuses. No more Banshee Queen. The Forsaken have many different points of view, and we should be led by a council, not a single ruler.
My fellow Dark Rangers and I are with you.
Are we really going to trust a Menethil on the council?
I cannot escape the shadows of my past, but I have no desire for a throne. My place is here among you, and I vow to serve all our people.
I take you at your words, Lady Menethil. And we, the apothecaries, will help shape our brighter future.
Then it's settled. We are the Desolate Council. We are the Forsaken.
We all have our duty.
I'm greatly honored that they have accepted me as part of the new leadership of the Forsaken. I swear that I will do my best to protect and preserve the people, no matter where they come from or what form of undeath has created them.
May you find peace within.
I stand with the Forsaken.
So many memories.
May your aim be true.
For years, we Dark Rangers worked as agents of the Banshee Queen. Now, under the leadership of the new Forsaken Council, we serve a greater cause, shaping our people's future. We cannot be certain what lies ahead, but I vow that the Dark Rangers will do everything in our power to defend this kingdom. Your aid was crucial in helping us cleanse the ruins of Lordaeron. Take this with our thanks.
When we Dark Fallen Elves were raised into undeath, Silvermoon shunned us. All that we knew, all that we loved, had been lost. In time, we found a place here within the ruins of Lordaeron. But after it was blighted in the war, we feared we had lost this home too. Today, we not only reclaimed our legacy, we began a new path forward. And for aiding our cause, we owe you a great debt. Together with all the Forsaken, we will build a future here. You will always be welcome among the Dark Rangers, friend. Hadiel Shala. Farewell.
My blade stays sharp.
Reclaiming these ruins means a lot to the Forsaken. Especially since the war ended, our people have needed something to hold on to give us purpose in the wake of everything that happened to us. I saw Kalia walk toward the throne room. That place holds many memories for her. Many ghosts. We should check on her.
Keep your guard up.
Within this hall, we shared ceremonies, celebrations, and tragedy. I loved my family, and on one fateful day, I lost them all. Now I am all that remains of the once proud Menethil line, the last heir to a legacy that ended in shame.
So you ran away from the pain. I did too. But it was only when I stopped running that I understood. Those people out there, they're my family now.
But will they ever truly accept me, bearing a name forever stained by a brother's sins? Just as these flagstones are stained by my father's blood.
We are all the same here, Kalia. Seeking our place, despite everything we've lost. But it's a long road, and we will need your help.
Then, let us find our place together.
As Forsaken.
I stand ready to help.
Thank you, Gravish. You have helped so much. From here, I believe the Forsaken will rebuild and solidify their identity, not just as former denizens of Lordaeron, but as their own people, a people I am proud to be one of.
Honor the past, but embrace the future.
We need you in Tirisfal, Gravish. Come quickly. There's a new situation brewing just outside the ruins of Lordaeron, and it's not looking pretty. I'll get you up to speed when you arrive. It's good to see you again.
I live my life in the shadows.
Thanks for being here. We've got a new problem.
Do not linger.
Just when we get our feet back under ourselves, someone wants to knock us down again. There are people who still think that we don't deserve this home, and they're willing to kill us to get what they want. And some old grudges never go away. Somehow, the Scarlet Crusade, or what remains of it, has gotten a toehold on Fenris Isle. Go to the southern wall of the ruins of Lordaeron. Deathstalker Commander Belmont has got eyes on them.
Commander Belmont has eyes on the enemy at the southern wall. We'll meet there and get you briefed.
What do you need?
We can't turn our back on our enemies for a single moment, or else they'll put a dagger in us. Wasn't the Scarlet Crusade already defeated? Many times. In the Plaguelands, in Northrend. Some of them gave up and joined less fanatical orders, but it seems like there's always some old leader or new opportunist willing to take up the accursed banner. There's people in the world with good reason to hate the Forsaken, but the Scarlet Crusade isn't here for that. We are the living dead, and they think we are just abominations meant to be destroyed. For some, that's all they need for killer hatred.
This is a problem. The Scarlet Crusade has overrun parts of Silverpine Forest and made a base on Fenris Isle. We don't have the numbers to dislodge them outright. But we have to drive them out of our lands and protect our home. There is no other option. We fight. I am Forsaken. Victory for the Forsaken.
I didn't expect the Scarlets to have so many soldiers they could muster for an attack like this. If I wasn't so mad, I'd be impressed. Fortunately, when I get mad, I get stabby. Still, this is bad, Gravish. This isn't just some random rabble of farmers. Someone must be calling the shots, and they know what they're doing.
Keep your guard up. Victory for the Forsaken.
Farinel and Velinara already went to the Sepulchre to work on a piece of our plan. We can hold the wall for now with just a few Death Guards and Dark Rangers, but we need someone who can hit the Scarlets where they are, preferably without losing more of our own. Get to the Sepulchre and meet with Velinara. You are the sharpened tip of our poisoned blade.
I will prepare our main forces.
And I will collect Kalia and the Banshees for support. We will meet you at the Sepulchre soon.
Got a port for you here, Gravish.
What now?
Send me to the Sepulchre. Welcome back to Silverpine. Did you get yourself some fresh embalming fluid? You look strong.
Are you certain this is necessary, Master Apothecary? Even our allies are fearful of our use of these mixtures.
It is very necessary, my dear. This recipe spreads best by detonation. And, well, it's just fun.
My bow is ready.
Our quivers are full and we are ready.
We will forge a new future.
Good, you've arrived in one piece. Master Apothecary Farinell and I have pondered on a few ideas for how we can take out those Scarlets. But first, we need to watch our backs out here, and I think Farinell is cooking up something rather explosive.
Vendello Eranu.
While the Scarlet Crusade have taken Fenris Isle, they try to intimidate and cow our people in Silverpine Forest. We cannot let them win either by strength or by terror. When you collect materials for Farinell's concoction, destroy any slanderous propaganda you find.
We will forge a new future.
Ah, Silverpine. Though I think it could be more appropriately named Blightpine or Silverblight. What do you think? Could it catch on?
Trust in the apothecaries.
We of the Royal Apothecaries have synthesized many nuanced plagues in recent years, in keeping with our agreement with the Desolate Council not to overdo it. But when it comes to rooting out Scarlet assailants, there really is nothing like the classic. The original plague that exists mostly only in the diseased tissue of surviving descendants. Go, gather up samples from this marvelous wildlife and bring them to me. I can put them to greater use.
Goodbye.
You've heard of Gloomweed. You've heard of Doomweed. Now it's time for Boomweed. That's right, another variety grows right here in Silverpine, and it can be used in combination with our alchemical formulas for a very incendiary outcome. Go and collect some for me. Just mind your eyebrows. You don't really need any eyebrows, do you?
Remember, if it explodes in your face, that means it's working.
To all undead, your unholy occupation will soon be at an end. The Scarlet Crusade is mustered in greater numbers than ever before, and we will see every last abomination slain or driven from these lands. Flee, or you will be ended by the Scarlet Crusade. Scarlet Commander Forsyth.
We have much to do. May your aim be true.
Words have power. Power that can be taken away when the words are also taken away. Our people have suffered long enough by ink and blade.
Adiel Shala.
A little of this, a little of that.
I remember the days when we had unfettered license to experiment and brew as we wished. Perhaps one day again. Have you found those plague samples?
Trust in the apothecaries.
Excellent. I can still smell that original plague formula. Bring back such a pleasant memory. Toxifying the ambient air, melting the living down to their bones. How I miss those days. Did I say that out loud?
Goodbye.
Have you found all the boomweed I need? I cannot wait to mix this up.
A little of this, a little of that.
Wonderful, and I see you still have your eyebrows. I'm sure you can get some new ones stitched on if you really want to. Now, let us commence with the alchemy.
Master Apothecary, are you sure this concoction will not harm our own?
Science is never perfectly safe, but it won't harm us.
What is it you ask? Keep your guard up. I live my life in the shadows.
How do you feel about the Scarlet Crusade being back? It's both complicated and simple. In life, I was one of them. I believed what they believed. In death, I turned into the thing that they hated. That I hated. That I was taught to hate. It's taken a long time for me to see that blindly hating anything, living or undead, isn't the answer. What matters is what they do. The Forsaken are my family, and I'm going to protect them like family.
There is much to be done.
The Scarlet Crusade is recruiting. Apparently, when you want to blame all your problems on someone else, people flock to the lies. But that's a choice that they're going to live to regret. We're not the problem here. They attacked our home. Take one of the Banshees with you. Between the two of you, those recruits will be scared to death.
Keep your guard up.
My memories after the fall of Lordaeron are hazy, but I think I may have spent some time in Silverpine. Something about the scent of the trees reminds me, fills me with distant dread. How do you feel about all of this? I made a pledge to the people, our people, that I would stand with them and help however I can. Though at times I would wish for the methods to be more diplomatic than dangerous, I still stand ready. I will do whatever it takes to protect our home.
For Lordaeron.
Our plan is to send you to Fenris Isle, but first, you must look the part. We've scouted out a group of Scarlet soldiers training in Valgrand's field, supervised by a lieutenant. That lieutenant's armor should let you walk deep behind enemy lines unnoticed. Take it from them, however you see fit. I don't need to know how.
Once you have taken the lieutenant's armor, you will be able to move unopposed through their encampment.
And remember, even the Scarlet recruits are dangerous. We cannot let them reinforce the others and get stronger.
You cannot stop the Scarlet Crusade! We will always rally more.
my blades stay sharp. There is much to be done.
Have you acquired the Scarlet Disguise?
Do not linger.
That's one Scarlet officer that can cause more trouble for the Forsaken. And now you can look the part. Next, let's hope that we can get you onto that island without any fuss.
Keep your guard up.
It's better to kill something dangerous before it spreads. Now, Fenris Isle is on its own and not getting fresh blood. It's time for the next phase of our plan.
There is much to be done.
Now it's time to sneak you onto Fenris Isle. I know this armor isn't exactly what you want to wear, but it would help you move around without being noticed. Approach the Isle on their level. No fancy sky maneuvers. Once you've put on the armor, find a way to get across the water. There's a quartermaster who can tell you where to go from there. From there, you know how to raise bedlam.
Do not linger. Well, that brings back memories.
We all have pieces of our past that shame us, Lillian. But we are working toward a better future together.
Together.
Could we hurry it along? I can't wait to deploy this improved formula.
You should get moving. When you've weakened the Scarlet defenses, find me on Fenris Isle, and we will bring in the rest of our forces.
You'll just have to wait Wait, sorry, Lieutenant. I didn't recognize you at first.
Yes, sir. Here's your boat, sir. Please, stop looking at me like that, sir.
Say, what's that you've got on you? That barrel. It's supplies. Supplies? In a Forsaken barrel? Yes. Did you steal it? Yes. Is it drinkable? Yes. Can I try it? No. Fine. But if you're planning to give that to Inquisitor Fairbell and I don't get any, I'm going to tell Commander Forsyth. We could use those recruits to bolster us, but those dreadful undead are harrying our supply lines. They will all be put in the ground permanently soon enough. Could you check on our stockpiles to make sure we've got enough for your recruits? Of course, the good stuff has already gone up to Fenris Keep for the commander, but everyone has to eat. Well, almost everyone. Get a move on, Lieutenant. Welcome to the Isles, Lieutenant. Shank. Betrayed from within.
Keep your wits sharp. The undead draw near.
They're an affront to all things good in the world. Lordaeron is a human kingdom. It belongs to us, not the undead.
Soldiers of the Scarlet Crusade,
We stand at the threshold of a new Lordaeron, poised to liberate it from the cold grasp of the undead.
I can smell the undead whenever they get close. Putrid, disgusting creatures. Those abominations need to be eliminated.
Too long have those monsters polluted the hallowed lands of our people. No more. Today, we will reclaim what is ours and purge the stain of the unliving from the world.
If I saw one of those shamblers here in front of me right now, they wouldn't stand a chance. It's just a matter of time before the last Forsaken is killed. Then the world will be a better place.
Ready yourselves. This is the hour where you will be tested. Only you stand between the darkness of death and the light of the living.
Over here. We're ready to proceed. I stand with the Forsaken.
I can smell the plague and the smoke. Well done, cutting through their defenses. With the island's defenses weakened and the cannons and mages silenced, we're ready to safely bring in our troops once more. You didn't think you would have to fight all of them by yourself, did you? I know you could, but leave some for the rest of us too. When you're ready to call the others in, let me know.
Adiel Shalah.
I'm ready.
Greetings.
They thought we would stay in our walls and hide? Childish pretenders. Now we'll show them the might of the Forsaken.
Keep your guard up.
Now it's time for them to pay. They'll wish they'd never set foot in our lands and threatened our home. We will drive them out. We will drive them into the ground. And we will leave them to rot.
Another time.
We're with you.
Let the scarlet blood flow.
At your side, my lady!
They're getting away!
Do not chase. Their time will come.
Flee to hunt another day.
Cowards! Running away.
Our forces can deal with the rest of the low-ranking Scarlets. We should meet Lillian and the others outside Fenris Keep.
What is it you ask?
Sometimes the only way to get through to people is in the language they understand. And the Scarlet Crusade hears strength. But those are just the followers. We need to reach the leaders of this brazen invasion and deliver the message too.
Do not linger.
We haven't seen the Scarlet Crusade put this many fresh shoulders on the field in a long time. And we know that they didn't get here on their own. Someone's guiding them. Someone who's fought Forsaken before. Someone I remember well. Come with me, and let's put an end to Commander Forsyth.
Keep your guard up. The pieces of my past. It's like they're standing in front of me again, trying to scare me. But now, they should fear me. Their commander is here. Let's show him why he should have run.
Lillian Voss. Your father would despise you for what you've become.
Keep talking. You'll run out of breath quicker.
I will purge the world of you. Do you not see that the world would be better off without the Forsaken in it? Monsters! Die in the light!
We will survive!
Is that all there is? Ugh.
It is done. We've retaken the Isle. Let's regroup downstairs and get back to the capital. I live my life in the shadows.
There it is. It's done. A few Scarlets may have escaped from us, but we've wiped them off of Fenris Isle. Without the commander, hopefully they can't regroup anytime soon. And they'll think twice about coming after the Forsaken again. We have our strength, our common purpose, and we have you.
There is much to be done.
Let's get back behind the walls and meet the others. I think Belmont has had the time of his own life with you, getting to cut down Scarlets again. But this isn't the end of the crusade. Even though they lost, they might still turn this into yet another way to recruit. We'll be ready if they ever come for us again, or our neighbors. Come on, let's get back to the ruins of Lordaeron.
Keep your guard up. I'm listening.
Yes? Send me to the ruins of Lordaeron.
What is it you ask?
Welcome home. We couldn't have won this without you. I hope you know.
Do not linger.
We have fought to win back our home. We have fought to keep it safe. Your courage and strength are inspirational to the Forsaken, and with you, we know we have our champion. Go, they want to see you.
You not only helped us reclaim our home after the plague, but you defended it when it was under threat. You represent what it means to be Forsaken, to take care of our own with our unique ingredients.
Our strength.
Our determination.
Our cunning.
Our hope.
And together, we will endure as the Forsaken.
See? And we will continue to fight for as long as our bones let us. For our right and a space to exist on Azeroth. We are the Forsaken.
Keep your guard up.
Dorothy hovers silently, peering at you with keen, expectant eyes. With a taloned foot, the noble owl offers you an imbued crystal. Within that crystal, you sense a message. Witness the message within the crystal.
Greetings, my most loyal ally. I speak to you now from beyond the Veil of Death, here, in this place of eternal darkness. My work, my penance, continues. Though the Maw is an unlikely place for one to find peace. Each soul I rescue helps mine feel a little more whole, as I ponder my deeds since being raised into undeath. I have many regrets. Things said and choices made that I wish could be taken back. But there is one thing for which I will always be proud. Helping the Forsaken find their place in a world that shunned them. My time to lead may be over, but I will always stand with you against those who would cast you out and call you monsters. Under the leadership of the Desolate Council, a new group of voices has arisen to represent all Forsaken. Stand proud in the Horde. Know that all of you were so much more than arrows in my quiver. As much as the family I was born into, you will always be my people. And one day, I do hope to walk among you once again. I must go. There are many more souls yet to be freed. Among them, one that is most dear to me. Shorella Ran, my friend.
Dorothy blinks knowingly. And there we have it, the end of the Forsaken Heritage Questline. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for watching the stream if you were hanging out for the stream. And if you want to see more from us, like and subscribe. Check out my channel. I play Warcraft. I play lots of stuff. But also, Gunblade guys, there's two of us. It's Nate and Tyler. We have a podcast where we've analyzed and reacted to Xenoblade Chronicles, and we're currently playing through Final Fantasy VII Remake. And Tyler also puts out a lot of little fun side projects as well. Or you can join our Discord where lots of people are chatting, hanging out, and discussing video games or just regular ass life. But with that, thanks for checking out the video. Hope to see you again. And just want to say, love ya. Peace out. Have a good one. See you around.